And welcome to another episode of And Here's Modi. Thank you so much for listening. Whatever you're doing, washing the dishes, walking the kids, going to the doctor, wherever you have me plugged in, I'm so grateful and so thankful. And thanks for always letting us know what you think, whether it's good or bad.
You get bad reviews?
Not reviews. Comments.
Right.
They let you know what they're thinking, the listeners to this podcast. And we have wow. The fact that we have this guest in the house tonight, Jeff Ross. Wow. Some of you know him as the Roastmaster. Some of you know him as Jeff Ross, who's just been, since I began comedy 31 years ago, he was already up there and doing it, and anything Comedy Central was doing, he was in it, and he was roasting, and he's just a genius and a neshama, a soul, a full-blown soul, always helpful to the comics coming up, and always have a nice thing to say. And he is doing a show called Take a Banana for the Ride. It's opening August 8th on Broadway at the Nederlander, August 5th at the Nederlander Theater on Broadway, which I think is the same where Jackie Mason did his show.
It might be.
Yeah. Wow.
A lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. Everything's available on jeffrossbroadway.com. Do it. Get tickets. Get tickets. If you're not going to go, you give it to your friends as gifts. Buying tickets to a comedy show is Mashiach energy. Be the friend that brings the friends to the comedy show. This is it. This is Jeff Ross is on Broadway. It's a comedy, not monument. It's a comedy event.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Jackie Mason, I'm glad you mentioned that because he's the reason, he was the inspiration. Ever since I saw his original Broadway show, I thought maybe someday I could do something like this.
Yeah, he ran for 3 years.
Yeah.
That was before there was Instagram, and so we used to go see his show once a month.
I got enough money to last me for the rest of my life.
I don't need this.
Unless, of course, I want to buy something.
Exactly.
I remember every joke from that show, Modi.
Oh, every joke. We listened to it. We saw him once a month, and then we had the tape in the car.
Right.
It was The World According to Me.
I couldn't afford it back then, and my Aunt Bess took me, and she was laughing at the setups. She couldn't even get to the punchlines, and he kept looking at her like, who's this crazy Michigan woman laughing at in between the jokes? So I love that, and I always thought that was the apex of comedy. That's the Oscar for a comic, Broadway.
Is it? It? It's not like doing a Madison Square Garden or doing those types of events.
Not for me. I don't know. Broadway, I grew up going to shows, of course, Fiddler and Cabaret and Annie and Oliver and all those types of shows. I always loved Broadway.
I had no idea you were gay.
No.
I had no idea. I'm just kidding.
It's okay. No, that is my feminine, my nurturing side, my I don't know. There's something about Broadway that it turns me on. I love the feel of a live audience and the music and all of it.
There's a vibe to it because there's other theaters around you. People are all rustling and bustling to get into their theaters, and the playbills and the uncomfortable chairs, and you got to deliver a good show because you're fighting an uncomfortable chair.
Right.
Because people are stuck in that little chair. You got to make sure that it's worth it for them.
Especially these giant tuchuses that I'm going to be attracted. I have the fattest fans in comedy. I broke the food sales record at the Tempe Improv one time. My fans love to eat. So there's no food at the Nederlander. You're going to have to settle with candy and whatever restaurants are outside.
God, they always...
But there's a lot of good kosher catering stories. So you will see food, but you can't eat food. But yet everybody leaves with a little snack. So on the bright side.
Oh, that's great. Well, I know your father was a caterer.
Right.
And you talk about, that's in the show.
Right. My great-grandma Rosie was started a kosher catering hall in Newark in the 50s. Before women really started big businesses like that. And the story kind of jumps off with her.
Amazing.
She was like the queen of Newark, New Jersey. Local celebrity, made dreams come true. Judy Blume wrote about Clinton Manor, the catering hall, in one of her books called Wifey, saying it was every Jewish girl's dream to grow up and have a big fancy wedding at Clinton Manor. So I found some old film of the Clinton Manor. It's all from before I was born. and that's featured in the show as well, and a lot of good family catering stories.
That's amazing. So it's not gonna. So those of you who know Jeff as the Roastmaster, where he has taken roasting to another level.
Thank you.
And come on, I have to say this.
You're the best, Modi.
No, dude, you and I'm doing comedy 31 years.
Yeah.
And when I began doing comedy, you were like the poster child of the Friars Club.
Mm.
There was a Friars Club back then.
Sure.
And they loved you.
Yeah.
And we were doing shows with comics that were like the old school, with Sid Caesar, Freddie Roman, Alan King, Pat Cooper. We were doing shows with Pat Cooper. We were on shows.
It's over.
We were on shows with Pat Cooper. It was amazing. We did I have pictures of like us at the Danny Kaye Theater with one time we did a big show for any reason they needed to do a show, and they bring us, and here's the younger of the Friars Club, and you were like the head of that.
Right.
You were the head of that.
Right.
And then when you were on TV televised, they really thought you were the next level. And
I brought those roasts to TV. They were against it. Those guys fought me on that.
That's right.
But I got them all on the show. So once I got them the TV exposure, they were okay with me.
Right. The Danny Aiello and all of those. Those were the last ones that were not on TV. And then you brought it on TV, and you wow. Wow.
It was a great time in my life, and I love that you remember all that so well.
All of it, Jeff. I remember every moment. I remember almost every interaction I've had with you. I remember one time I came, not crying to you, but I go, Jeff, man, I sent my 5 minutes to the Tonight Show, and like he said, it's not for us, but you should give it to the late night show. And like, you said to me, Modi, he's telling you to give it to his competition. That's how much he doesn't like your set. That was the moment I stopped sending out my tapes. It was so funny. And then you told me, just enjoy the ride, calm down, Modi. Just enjoy the journey. And I remember that moment, like there's like specific moments in comedy that you super remember, and that was one of them.
Was that good advice?
It was amazing advice. I never sent another tape out to those shows. I didn't give a damn about those shows. I'm on my ride. I was still doing the Catskill shows, the Stellar shows, all of those shows. We were both very different back then, Modi. We've evolved. Yeah. You, and then and all the celebrities just came over to you. You're like a celebrity magnet. No?
I have a lot of friends, if that's what you mean. I don't think celebrities are non-celebrities.
Famous people.
Okay.
Famous people, not celebrities. I don't really say celebrities anymore. But
I bet on people. You and I became friends long before you were famous.
Yes.
I see a good investment, and I dig in, and I love you.
And I love you too. I remember you said that to me after Bob Saget died. You and I were on the phone for some reason. You just say, "Hey, Modi, I love you," just in case I don't ever get to say that again. And I said back to you, yes, I love you too, just in case we don't see each other. That was a moment where you just did not know if you're going to see anybody again. It's a moment where you realize that you don't have a tomorrow guaranteed. It's not in the barrel of the tomorrow.
That was the jumping off point for why I'm doing this Broadway show, which was I lost 3 pals in 8 months during the beginning of the pandemic. Norm Macdonald, Bob Saget, and Gilbert Gottfried all passed away. And that really hit me.
Yep.
And I looked back at a show I did 30 years ago about my grandfather and my parents and how I dealt with losing them. And I realized I had some of the same feelings and some of the same philosophies and even strategies for moving on. And when I looked back at the old show, I realized it was the best thing I'd ever done, but no one had seen it. So let me update it with my life now. And that's what it's become. And I've added music, and I've added roasting and films, and elevated it for Broadway expectations.
That's amazing. It's so they're not going to be seeing the roasting stuff.
There's a little bit of roasting in
good.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but there's some roasting in it.
Yeah.
I have to give the people what they want, Modi. You know how it is.
I know, of course, 100%, 100%.
It would be like you doing a show and not throwing in 7 Yiddish terms that no one remembers.
Oh, wow. I remember one time you came to the Comedy Cellar with John Mayer.
Yeah.
He was going to do it, and he went on stage after you.
John Mayer, yeah.
And he was like, he's John Mayer and you're Jeff Ross.
Yeah.
And you can go to somebody and go, that's your girlfriend, da, 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 da. You can do and whatever the joke is. And he thought he was going to do that. He thought he was going to go up and do that. You can do it because you look the way you look.
Yeah.
You're not pretending. There's a little bit of a belly. There's a little bit, it's not like the guy's better looking than you that you're messing with. And John Mayer comes on. He's the most stunning thing in the world. And he's won everything in the world, from a Tony to an Oscar to a Grammy to a whatever, everything he has.
Yeah.
Songs that are American icon, and now he's trying to crap on some guy and it so didn't work. It just didn't work.
Good people can't. It's tough for good-looking people to roast.
It is,
because it's like, it's tough.
Yeah.
But for me, it's easy. Look at me. I look like a Jeff Bezos blow-up doll.
No. Jeff Bezos. You also, it's funny because I always talk about, like, I'm a Jewish comedian.
Yeah.
You're a comedian who happens to be Jewish.
Sure.
But when you tell the audience that you're Jewish, no one's surprised. No one's like, I didn't know he was Jewish. Did you know he was Jewish? No one's like shocked that Jeff Ross is Jewish.
Right.
And you lean into it. You're super proud, and you're super and you have that song "Don't F with the Jews."
Yeah.
And it's in the
show.
It's in the show.
Oh my God, Modi.
It is the best song ever. It's such a great song. You guys, it's in the show.
Yeah. What do you see how I make it a part of my story in my life?
I remember when you were first coming up with it.
Yeah.
And you were writing it, and now it's like it's at a point where it's in a Broadway show.
Where do you see all these shikses singing along to it? Don't bump out the Jews.
Yeah.
If you want to hear cheers and not booze, never again. Bump with the Jews.
Bump, 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 bump.
I don't want to drop the F word on your podcast.
No, there's no need to. My audience says only Periel drops it once in a while. I never drop the F word on this thing.
Why is that?
Because it's the why. What do you need the F word for? What do you need the S word for?
The name of the song. My song is
Don't F with the
a
Jews.
little provocative, but it's also very wholesome, and I use it to tell my origin story.
Yeah.
Tough Jews. I had a lot of tough Jews. My Uncle Murray was an army medic during World War II, helped liberate a concentration camp for the U.S. Army. And my cousin Steve is a emergency room surgeon in a rough neighborhood. And my sister teaches special ed. My nephew Jared fights wildfires. So I wanted to create the idea of Jews are tough, Jews are strong, not this wimpy image that I grew up with, that Jews were wimpy and nerdy. I wanted to counterbalance that in my show. Amazing.
And it's, I can't wait to see it. And I want to also, you've recently fought a battle and won. Yeah. You had colon cancer.
I did.
And you talked about it on Howard Stern. Otherwise I wouldn't have just brought it up.
Of course.
Here. And it's funny, in my tour now that I'm touring, Pause for Laughter comedy tour, I finally had my colonoscopy. And of course, every comic that has a colonoscopy right away starts, all the jokes come flying out and all that.
Kind of like the poop out of your butt when you're prepping. The jokes fly out the way the prep for the colonoscopy.
All of those jokes. There's so many good ones. What's his name? Schimmel had that. He said, I'm going to go look inside with this. He goes, for what, a parking spot? Yeah, like every comic has like all these jokes. And they found cancer in there. And then you fought it. Yeah. And you won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a lot of help.
Yeah.
It's not just the fight, it's the army. My family, my friends. That's what got me through it.
Yeah. It's the unity and that, like, it's godly energy. It's almost.
This is where you need. You talk about Mashgiach energy.
Mashiach, not Mashgiach.
Well, I think about the guy that used to check to see if everything was kosher at my parents'
That's Mashgiach. Yeah, that's Mashgiach. I'm Mashiach energy.
What does that mean?
Messianic energy. Mashiach, the Messiah.
Oh,
that's Mashiach.
I never understood what you were saying till now.
Really?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
I thought you were talking about the guy who checks for the kosher.
You got to be kidding. You thought that was what?
I was so confused.
No. By the way, I found a fan of mine sent me that when they punch in Google Mashiach energy, Messianic energy. It says that it's my it's an expression I came up with. It says Mashiach energy, Jeff. When you're doing a show and the entire room is all united on your laughter, and they're all laughing together, that's a messianic energy. That's what the goal is for Jews, that we create messianic energy, hopefully 24/7. But until then, you have a Broadway show. They all come in. They're all united. We're going to laugh together. We're going to have an amazing time. We're going to hear the story. That's Mashiach energy. That's a messianic, that's the goal of being Jewish.
I love this.
It's the goal of being, our function in that is comedy.
Right.
Making them laugh,
Right.
Uniting them. Some people do tell history of what's happened, and that unites them. Some people do singing,
Yeah.
they're singing songs, and
Yeah.
it's Mashiach energy, not Mashgiach energy. Oh, you really were burned. We're bringing kosher catering, huh?
I was so confused, but I always kind of liked it. I was like, I figured you were bringing a rabbinical idea to life.
No, it's a messianic idea to life.
Now I've learned.
Yeah.
My show is, well, I guess it fits really well to what you're saying, because not just like sing-alongs like the song we talked about, but there's other cathartic things that I do with the audience that unites everybody.
That's amazing. That's great. I'm just first of all, you're a friend, and any friend of mine that is sick or buys a house,
Yeah.
I always get them this, and you're no longer sick.
No.
You're Baruch Hashem. You're all
Good.
So this is
Odie.
in a mezuzah. You know what a mezuzah is,
Of course.
right? On your wall.
Yeah, of course.
Inside, it's, those of you who don't know, it's parchment, and on that parchment with a feather, a quill, a sofer, somebody who writes. They do the Shema Israel, the prayer of Shema, and then you roll it up and you put it on your door. And it has to be, all the letters have to be proper and kosher, and no one ever sees the roll. It looks like a joint inside of.
Yeah, sure.
Right, but for my friends who bought a house or just went through some ailment or going through something, I always get one framed for them.
Let me see this.
Yeah, so you see here on the top line. The top line is Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And it's saying that God is one. It's not that there's one God. It's oneness. And it's so funny because if you look at it, if you see here, the Echad, the Aleph, Chet, Daled, is the Daled, the letter is written super big.
Yeah.
Because if just the wrong, if you make it a reish, it becomes acher,
Yeah.
and becomes different.
Yeah.
And God forbid, we're not, no one's different. We're all the same. We're all, here's for the camera. On the back, I wrote, Jeff, my prayerful wishes for your complete health, continued success, and Mashiach energy, lots and lots of love, Modi. So this is just in your house or on your desk.
How about my dressing room?
Anywhere.
At the Nederlander Theater.
Absolutely.
They want me to take a tour and figure out which dressing room to pick. And I was like, what's my inspiration going to be? What's going to be on the walls 8 shows a week? And this is the first thing that I'll put
it up there. I'd be honored. My pleasure.
I love it.
Yeah.
So it's like having a mezuzah
wherever you go.
Wherever I go.
Yeah.
Or before every show.
Yeah. It's also when people ask you what's on your door, you could show it to them. And plus it brings an energy into the house, a protective energy. If you see all the letters on the mezuzah,
yeah,
in the Hebrew, when you write them, they kind of have like a point up.
Yeah.
You see them like they go, and it's like an antenna to bring protection into your life.
Incredible.
So that's what I definitely want for success and protection, and nothing should come back health-wise, and you should just be blessed and keep making people happy through all the mediums that you do, through the show, through singing, through the roasts. When people just love that, it's just so. You think it's the opposite of what you think. You're making fun of someone, but it's you're liberating.
No, you have to. Yeah,
they feel so honored.
My show is very normalizing. You know, I get all types of people, and like you say, we're all one.
Yeah,
God is one. We're not different, and by roasting people, you take the stigma out of whatever they have. There's no such thing as a normal person in society anymore. We're all the same. Good looking, ugly. I don't see people that way. I see them as individuals. And I roast with love.
I see people as people who buy tickets to my show, and people who don't buy tickets to my show. That's all I see the world is. I don't see any color, fat, Jewish, not Jewish, Sephardic, Ashkenazi, kosher, not kosher. People who buy tickets to the show, people who don't. And JeffRossBroadway.com, get your tickets. I'm so nervous. I have an outfit I can't wait to. I've been wearing. It's all.
Come on, tell us.
I'm not gonna. You have to see the pictures when I'm wearing to your show.
August 18th, opening night. I want you
August
there.
18th is the opening night,
It's a Monday.
but tickets are available from the 5th.
From the 5th, the previews start on the 5th.
Yeah,
That's going to be cool.
And what are like? So you were Kimmel said it was amazing.
Yeah.
And Stern loved it.
Yeah. They saw early run-throughs and videos and stuff.
Any other amazing like?
John Stamos was one of the first people to see it. You know, he's done a lot of Broadway.
Yeah.
I did it in Chicago for a few nights at the Den Theater, and Helen Hunt, who's a great actress, she saw it. And then when I saw that actors liked it, I realized that, oh, I'm not just telling a story, I'm acting.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a new idea to me, like acting on stage. I'm really not a stage actor, I'm a comic.
Right.
But I am bringing some emotion. I did a run through last night, a rehearsal, and I got very emotional.
Really?
So the show definitely shows a vulnerable side, not just of me, but of life.
That's amazing.
I'm learning a lot every, and I've been working on this show since I'm a kid. I found a notebook from when I was 15 in a storage unit, and there's things in the show that I wrote down when I was 15.
Wow.
Going through, mourning and with my mom passing away when I was a teenager and how to get through that. So anybody who's going through something challenging emotionally or physically, whatever it is, this show is meant to be cathartic and inspirational and ultimately joyful.
Great. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait to see.
Oh, you're going to love it, Mo.
And people should be getting tickets to this stuff. Yeah. So hold on. You still have your apartment in New York. First of all, do you remember when you wanted a watch? You called me. We went to go buy a watch together.
Yeah.
You still have that watch?
Oh, yeah. I wear it all the time.
Do you?
I got to get it fixed. Maybe you can help me.
I have a guy.
The Rolex.
Yeah, I know it is. I know exactly what it is. The blue face Rolex two-tone. I remember, I never forget. He didn't want to bargain with the guy. He said to me, we were standing there, we're on 47th Street, and he found the watch he liked. And the guy's like, gives him
Submariner, a blue Submariner.
Blue face, but it was beautiful, very nice. And it was, and the guy gave the price, and Jeff was like, okay. I go, Jeff, what do you mean, okay? Work this out with the guy a little bit. And he goes, Marty, let the guy make some money. You were so sweet. I was like, I never even thought. He was like, I just figured the guy already put in a price we should go down to them, but you got the watch and they adjusted it for you and you still have it.
I still have it. I wore it on Howard Stern the other day.
Oh, I didn't see. Did you? Okay.
It was on, and I didn't want to leave it in LA, so I threw it in my pocket. And I'm not a big watch wearer.
Yeah.
I don't have the swag you have with certain
love
things.
watches, yeah.
But when it's hot out and you're wearing like a t-shirt, a nice watch makes you look a lot like a slob.
It takes the slobbiness away.
Right. It elevates you.
Yeah, I always said if I was a woman, I would always have a Birkin bag with me.
I mean, no matter what.
Yeah, just whatever schmata somewhere and coming in and out of the store. Birkin bag says you're better than you look. You're doing better than you look.
Yeah,
you're doing better than you look.
That's important.
It's an important thing. Yeah. But I mean, the costumes you've pulled out. I'm always in a suit. That's it. I can't even imagine performing not in a suit. Except at the comedy side, but like when I do my shows and Beak and Schmeek and all that, I'm in a suit. You come out with outfits. You came out as Gaddafi.
Yeah.
You came out as all those things you've done on the roast. It's acting. You have been acting.
Well, I see it as an extension of the writing. I never, like if I'm doing a roast, the last one was Tom Brady. I came out as O.J. Simpson in a tearaway O.J. uniform, and what did I say on the back? The juice is loose, but I spelled it JEWCE.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't add the costume until I've got the act.
Okay.
Once the jokes are 10 out of 10 home run,
yep.
I go, now I can add something silly to it.
Okay.
But I need a foundation.
Yeah.
And then I'll add the costume.
And you get help sometimes I know people who are like their pride, like I gave Jeff a joke.
Of course.
And you take it and you
of course.
Yeah. I say when people give me jokes, some of them are the best jokes I have are the ones that a comic saw and gave me a tagline to it.
Yes. You have to be open to that. You can't always see it.
Yeah, you can't be like, no, I don't take
No, I love getting suggestions from funny people. It's annoying when unfunny people tell you what the joke is and send you a stupid meme or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love the collaboration.
Yeah.
The roast, we have some of the best writers, and it's so much fun. The process of putting it all together.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's and the fact that
And that's, yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
And that's to do 5-6 minutes. Now I'm doing an hour and a half every day.
Yeah, but no, roast is different than doing a
Yeah.
Broadway show. Yeah. I can't get off stage. How long is the show?
It's about 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
Hour and 20. Yeah.
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 Hour and a half or so,
Yeah.
depending on how big the audience is and what I'm doing.
I feel like once you're on stage, who wants to get off?
Right.
There's comics that do 59.9 minutes, 59.59 minutes, and they get right off. Like in the middle of a joke, like, okay, that's an hour, I'm off. My audience is not looking for opening acts.
No.
They're not. They want me to come on, and I just do an hour 20.
You don't have an opener.
If it's in the New York area, I have an opener here and there, but mostly on the road, we don't.
Right.
We don't. Leo, my husband,
Yeah.
who's really changed my life. You've met Leo, right?
Many times.
Yeah. So
Leo's great. I thought I'd see him today.
he took over my career,
Yeah.
and he got.
Oh, I heard him on the podcast saying he needs help and he doesn't want to do the logistics anymore.
Yeah. No, we took on. We're working with Levity now,
Right.
and we're really blessed with the people at UTA, the touring people. They're amazing, and so we're super busy. But it's all him. But the audience comes out there, so he comes out.
Yeah.
But I go out as the producer
Yeah.
and just thank them.
Yeah.
You've created a show. You made sure there were links. You made
Yeah.
sure there was a place and and the dates and all that. You produced the show.
Yeah.
Go thank them for being here.
Love that.
And while you're there, maybe you want to mention that this and this and that and that and that and that.
Yeah.
And a few jokes came together.
Yeah.
And they love him and it's adorable. And then I'll go on. Like he'll do not even 2 minutes.
And they know he's your husband.
They know he's my husband. Then I can always refer back to him as the husband. When I
Yeah.
do that kind of material.
How do the religious people feel about all this? Because this used to be a concern.
So it's not really a concern. They really, my audience, when they see him, they go, "You're Modi's gay husband."
Yeah.
Like not like you're his gay. I'm almost not gay, but the fact that I married a gay guy.
Right.
It's so weird
Yeah.
to them because to them I'm still like giving mezuzahs out.
Oh, I remember when you had a mezuzah on the closet you were stuck in. Oh, everyone knows. For a long time, Modi put the "by" in rabbi. I love this free Modi. I love where you're at now with Leo and your openness and the fact that you're so accepted is really, truly wonderful.
Really accepted by the Orthodox and the non-Orthodox and the not.
Oh, Modi always had a little extra fringe on his tallis.
Now we have goyim, gays, and theys
I
coming
love
to
it.
the show. It's
I love it.
amazing. It's so good. Yeah. Yeah, you've met any guy? Yeah. I was never in the closet with the comics.
No.
On the stage, I wasn't in the closet. I just didn't talk about relationships.
Right.
Yeah,
By the way, I'm straight. I don't talk about relationships.
exactly.
It's not interesting to me. No one cares. It's not, so I respect that.
Yeah.
That you were doing what you wanted to do
I
creatively.
was more Jewish than I was gay, and that's where my material went. And
Right.
And there's it's great. So the show is starting August 5th. And
Previews, which is a whole new thing to me.
What's the difference?
There's previews where you work out the show. Like the unions are very strict. Like I can't rehearse in the theater till a few days before.
Right.
So that's when they bring in the set and all the tech people and the lights, and there's a lot. The sound design. So I only have a few days in the theater before we start. Then previews go for 2 weeks, and somewhere in there reviewers come. So that if you get a good review, that could starts word of mouth and and then opening night is when you bring your friends and your colleagues, and then once you do that, you're kind of in what they call a limited run, 8 weeks, 8 shows a week.
Wow.
So I've never done anything.
Vaudeville.
It is like old show business.
It's like old show business.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to do it,
You got to save your voice. There's no
Yeah.
talking when you're off stage.
which is very hard for me.
Very, very hard.
Right.
Yeah. I remember I saw John Leguizamo one time when he was doing his show, and he's yelling the whole show.
Yeah.
and he had a button that, I don't know if it was him, but he had a way to tell people that he doesn't talk
Right.
when he's off. You got to save your voice.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna be doing that.
Colin Quinn sent me some links. Alex Edelman sent me some ideas on different ways to help your voice, preserve your voice,
Yeah.
vocal warm-ups, and the way you project and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm learning.
Luckily, I learned cantorial singing.
Yeah.
So I see it in my act. You know, I breathe from here, put it out there in the facial mask rather than, it's, but yeah, you got it. It's amazing. I can't believe you're going on Broadway. I'm
wild.
so
And I have to
excited.
sing. It's going to be wild.
It's, you know, when you see a friend succeed and somebody who deserves it, you're so happy. You're so happy. When I see Jeff Ross Broadway, I'm like, yes.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Sometimes you see comics like, this son of a bitch. But
I think you're going to wind up doing the same thing. I have a feeling.
Eventually, yeah.
I think you'll be, your show could be very Jackie Mason-ish.
Yeah, it could be.
Because you're such a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
And I think you'll demolish. People
and my
will be
fans are just, I'm in love with them and they're in love with me. You're also a comic that loves the audience.
Yes.
Some comics, people don't understand, like hate the audience and they're fighting with them.
Right.
And they're like yo, man, I'm going to kill them. It's like a kill. It's not. It's like, I love the audience. They love you back. They show it to you. They buy tickets. We did 3 shows at the Beak and they're just like, wow.
It's incredible.
Wow.
What do you think catapulted you to that sellout level?
Like I said, my husband managing all the stuff that needs to get out there, clips and films and clips and videos and the right management and the right people. I never had a team, and now he built it, and that they didn't know about me. Luckily, COVID came around, and there was a captive audience, and we hit them. And he was working with me during that, and then he just built it and built it and built it, and you feed that Instagram thing. You know, I was working, I went to the cellar to work on my new hour while this hour was coming together. And we just ended up posting all of it. It was just all this new material. And you got to feed them. You got to give them clips. They share the clips. Everybody comes to me, I was in chemo. All I did was watch your clips. It's, the work we do is so insane. It's so amazing. It's real Mashiach energy. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You're the only person I have said, luckily COVID came along.
Luckily COVID came along. Thank God I had COVID. I didn't have, I never got COVID. I never got COVID.
Right.
And during COVID, I was working so much. The Jews didn't stop.
Right.
The Jews were having
you were
events.
popping on stage, recording it, posting it.
We were doing Zoom shows.
Right.
And all of that stuff. But, but the clips get out there and then it builds the audience. And like I said, you and I both love the audience.
Yeah.
Love.
But I've never been good at the internet part of it. I'm better at the live thing, and the internet I get bored. I never want to put my best stuff on the internet. I haven't put any of my this new show on the internet.
Well, obviously you can't put your new show on, but all your old material?
I guess I should.
Chop it up. It's all, don't you, do you go on Instagram once in a while?
Yeah.
So, and you see all the clips of George Carlin and everything's chopped up.
Yeah.
Nobody sits through a special anymore.
No.
No one. These young kids don't even know that it's a part of a special.
Right.
And so that's how they're still alive. All those Don Rickles on Johnny Carson, those little clips.
Yeah.
That's
the internet's amazing. Don Rickles just sold out the Beacon. No one knows he passed away 5 years ago. Anyway.
No, but you especially. No, your stuff pops up. Your roast stuff.
Yeah, no, people posted that has nothing to do with me. Just TikTokers put up the roast, which is fun.
Which is fun. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. And sometimes they even give you the credit.
Yeah.
That it's you.
No, I'll put a comment on going, thanks for at least tag me.
At least tag me, you son of a bitch. Yeah.
Nazi bastard.
Nazi bastards. Nazi bastards.
What kind of guy puts up a clip without giving her credit?
Exactly. It's but the Jewish voice has changed. The Jackie Mason has changed.
How so?
It's not that voice anymore. It's not that, how are you? I want you to know that there's a proud voice. There's a proudness. It's not this just came out of the Holocaust, living in the Lower East Side. It's Jewish. It's gay. It's surviving cancer. It's my parents' history. It's a different voice now. The Jewish voice.
Huh. Interesting.
I think so.
I think I try to be a strong.
Strong.
Yeah. I come from a blue collar working class people. and not accountants, but construction workers
And catering.
and catering, which is very hard work.
No one has any idea how hard catering is. It's one of the things I look at and I can't even imagine. I don't grasp it. And it's, I work a lot of events that are private events where
Yeah.
there's a caterer involved and
Yeah.
or those Passover programs.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a mindset that if you used to know how much food to order, I went to put it out.
Yeah.
Did your family have
I never go on before dinner.
my contract has a whole thing.
Yeah.
After dinner, cleared plates, no waiter on the floor.
Yeah.
If a Jew sees a waiter,
Yeah.
they're like, sir,
Yeah.
just water. Anybody need anything?
Yeah.
They will ruin your whole show.
Sure.
No wait step on the table.
Right.
And
I totally get that.
do you ever have did your family ever have the chas v'sholem table?
What's that?
The God forbid table? Chas v'sholem is God forbid.
No.
And so they would serve everybody chicken, steaks, whatever the fish, whatever the meals were, and there was a whole table of extras. So if chas v'sholem, if God forbid someone was still hungry, they can go get a little extra. There's the chas v'sholem table in the kosher
We
catering.
definitely had that. I just didn't know what it was called.
Yeah, it's the God forbid. God forbid you didn't get enough table. You go get
Go
some
over
more.
there. I love that.
Yeah. Tell me anything else you want to tell us before we check out of here?
Well, this is my first time telling what I feel like is not predominantly, but a very Jewish friendly audience about my show. And I didn't even, sometimes like you forget what that even means. And one of the reasons I think I loved Broadway and seeing Jackie Mason as a young man was how Jewish it was. And for years, you know me, Modi, I don't really talk about religion or even politics or but for some reason, this look back into my life, going back to my earliest memories of the catering hall, it all comes back to my Jewishness, my cultural, not religious, my cultural Jewishness. And the Katz's Deli, the Jackie Mason, the Fiddler on the Roof. There's a little homage to Tevye in the show.
Yeah.
So I feel like, and I'm not usually a hard sell comic. Like I said, I don't do the internet. I don't do a lot of interviews, but the Jewish people are going to love this show. It's a good bonding.
Hamish is the word you're looking
It's
for.
a Hamish night full of belly laughs. And if you're willing to let go a little bit and let it be a release,
Yeah.
I think people are going to be blown away. And the reason I'm doing the show isn't for me. It's not for the money. It's not a big play like that.
Yeah.
It's because I want people to see it. I got offered a 3-week run, and I could have been in and out, and it would have been sold out every night. It would have been a big hit. But I said, you know what? I think people need to find out about it. I want as many people to see this show. I think it's going to be important. And I think Jews and non-Jews are going to love it, but I think Jews are going to have a big, big chin up, prideful moment.
Yeah. Listen, it's when people see John Leguizamo, that if you are Puerto Rican, you have a different experience than somebody who's American.
Sure.
If you're going to see this show, if you're Jewish, you get a different experience. It's not a better or worse. It's a different experience than
Right.
people the Jews are going to see this show. I can tell from what I've saw with that song and I've seen kind of like a parts of the show when we did the roast of anti-Semitism and that big show we did in Brooklyn. I've seen kind of like the Jewishness of you coming out.
Yeah.
Again, not a religious, it's a cultural Jewishness, and that's it. Speaking of kosher catering, Jeff, one of the reasons we do this podcast and are blessed, we have A&H Provisions.
What is that?
They are a kosher, glatt kosher company that is one of the best glatt kosher foods, packaged beautifully, shipped beautifully. They're available in stores everywhere. I think they're at Trader Joe's now, which is where we got our hot dogs for 4th of July. And it's with promo code MODI, you get 30% off of the first order, and everything is on kosherdogs.net. Also, Whites in Luxembourg, the law firm that not only does well, they do good, super philanthropic and amazing things they do, like help our our podcast. And we want to thank Whites in Luxembourg. And the website is whiteslux.com. And thank you.
I've never, ever, in all the years of podcasting, heard a law firm get plugged. And that's the most Jewish thing I've ever heard.
He's like my brother. It's
beautiful.
Luxembourg is like my brother, and
it's like a joke in itself.
And yet, no, we have a Glock kosher food and a law firm sponsoring us.
That's really great.
It's amazing. We love them, and they're fun, and we'll all be at your show. Jeff Ross. Broadway.com. Get your tickets. Get tickets for friends. Be the friend that brings the friends to the comedy show. That is Mashiach energy. When you're bringing friends to laugh, you're creating Mashiach energy. And look at his just. If you're stuck somewhere, just deep dive Jeff Ross. You're gonna plot. You're gonna laugh.
Love
the
it.
Roasts, the everything, the comedy specials from back in the day. Oh my God, Jeff Ross is when we say legend and all that. That's Jeff Ross, and that's it. We love you. I'm on the road too.
Where you going?
I'm going to tell you where I'm going to go. Indianapolis, July 23rd, and then Columbus, Ohio, July 24th. August, sold out the Hamptons, 2 shows there, so never mind that. November 2nd, we are in Vancouver, and the 13th, San Francisco. Then we're back in Europe. We love Europe, Jeff.
Where are you going?
Vienna, 16th. Beautiful, beautiful community there. Unbelievable. November 18th, Amsterdam. 20th, Berlin. That's a vibe. Wow. Berlin's my second time back there.
What's the crowd like there?
German.
And they speak English.
And they speak English better than we do. And then we're going to be in Paris the 23rd, where the English is a little more.
What venue do you know?
The Paris venue?
Yeah.
I forgot. But it's a big one.
That's cool.
It's a big one. Last time we were there, we did 5 shows. Now we're back we're doing one big
show.
show.
Proud of you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Really
that means
cool.
a lot. Thank you.
Really, you're an international world celebrity.
No, thank you. December 6th, Seattle. And listen to where I'm taping my special.
Yeah.
We're taping it in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. You think I was black. That's where the black comedians tape.
That's where the rappers are.
The rappers are, right.
Magic City, baby.
But the Jews out there, the first show was sold out. The 11th, we're adding the 10th. 2 nights of a taping, a comedy show taping.
Why did you pick there?
It just fit. And the tickets are selling good there, and the people there are great. And they haven't seen this new show that I'm doing, Pause for Laughter. And that's basically it. But again, I thank you so much for coming here. And you got your mezuzah.
I love it.
And you also, I'm going to give you, of course,
more?
A Mashiach Energy yarmulke.
What?
Yes, it doesn't stop.
Oh.
JeffRossBroadway.com. Get your tickets.
I love this.
It's a comedy event.
I'll see you opening night, my man.
Exactly. Thank you very much for listening. Anything you need from me is ModiLive.com. You know we love hearing from you. Thank you.